Shemar Stewart's holdout from the Bengals officially ended this weekend, and while it's great that he's going to start practicing with the rest of the team, I can't get over about how this ended from his side of things. So in this video, I'll explain how the Bengals completely won this beef. What's up, Bengals fans? John Sheeran of A to Z Sports Cincinnati here, and I want to read you a quote from Shemar Stewart's father. This is not a now money thing. And when I say now money thing, I mean this is not, hey, we're disagreeing over funds that is going to come in today or tomorrow. These are things that we're disagreeing on that can affect him later on down the road. And I think a lot of people miss out on that because of, hey, if I sign this deal, I get this right now. But this is a longevity game. He's a human being. There is a life after football, and down the road, sometimes a lot more important than what's right in front of your face. All of that, everything that I just said, was bought for $500,000. Less than 3% of the contract that Shemar Stewart agreed to on Friday night. When it was first reported that Stewart came to an agreement with the Bengals on his rookie contract, it was said that he was going to agree to default language that he and his entire camp has not wanted for 3 months. And there was only one logical concession that would get him to agree to this language that he's been contesting publicly for weeks, and it was getting more of his signing bonus money up front now instead of waiting until getting half of it at the end of the year. And when I saw that being reported, it made sense to me. It felt like this was the natural conclusion to this entire saga. But then I saw the amount of signing bonus money that he'd be getting up front as a concession. And again, it was $500,000. And immediately, I thought to myself, what an absolute joke. There has not been a rookie contract holdout this explosive for the Bengals, or really for the NFL, in years. And the reason why we don't see these very often is because these guys have very, very little leverage. And that definitely remained the case here, but there was at least some ground for Stewart's camp to stand on, because changing precedent in contracts means that there is a give and take involved. And it seemed inevitable that Stewart was going to get the Bengals to change their signing bonus principles. Instead of being a 50-50 payout where 50% is now and 50% is later, it seemed like he was going to get significantly more than just 50% now. But he's not. He's getting about 5% more now compared to later. 5%? 5% of your signing bonus was worth a 3-month explosive holdout? 5%? Was that really worth the 3 months of public backlash that you received? Did all those principles about securing your money in the future, was that really all bought for not even $1 million? This is undoubtedly one of the stupidest holdouts in the history of the NFL. And I think Duke Tobin is right on the money here. I don't blame Shemar Stewart. I entirely blame his agent and the terrible advice that he was given. Because if you're going to do this, if you're going to do this entire charade with a franchise that never blinks in these situations, you can't just sell out for 500 bands. It's the main reason why many people thought that this was going to prolong until right up to the regular season. The longer that he held out, the more money he was likely to get from the Bengals. And to shell out for $500,000 of an $18.9 million contract, that is just terrible work from the agent. And I truly do feel bad for Shemar Stewart. The last 3 months of his time have been completely wasted, and he publicly attacked the organization for essentially nothing. And I know a lot of fans still carry some resentment. They think he's entitled and everything like that. But again, he's just a kid who got terrible, terrible advice. And for that reason alone, I really do hope that it was his idea, Shemar's idea, to just get this done and over with. Because while he is just 21 years old, he's ultimately the boss in his relationship with his agent. And if he came to the realization that the stance that his camp was taking against the Bengals was never going to work, I'm glad at least he got something out of it. But regardless of that, I do hope that he gets new representation for the next time that he negotiates a contract.